I take back my criticism, because that's exactly like this movie, where there's a lot of plane and there's after plane. My God, can you imagine a sequel to Plane starring Gerard Butler and Mike Coulter called After Plane? There's plane and after plane. How much money would you give them if they just made a movie called Boat?
I think that's what they wanted to call Speed 2. Boat.
Fast boat. My God. Train. Automobile. Bike. Gerard Butler is Bike. I would watch all these movies, Hollywood. Listen up.
What's going on, everyone? JLCM Crappy Movies is now 20 years old, and we're taking a look back at the movies of JLCM Crappy Movies. So, Joe, what are we talking about this week?
So this week we're talking about Red Eye, the Wes Craven horror movie way up in the sky, starring Rachel McAdams and Cillian Murphy, and a plane for most of it. Yeah. This is a story about Lisa. She's played by Rachel McAdams, and she's on a flight home to Miami from her grandmother's funeral. Not really that important. But what really is important, I'm sure it was important to her, but it's not important to us. What is important to Lisa and us, is that she works at a hotel, and there's somebody that wants her influence from that as a hotel manager to switch rooms around. They want her to switch the room of a very important person to a different room where he might be, easier to shoot at with a bazooka. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. There is a bazooka. It is shot at this poor guy. It's a little crazy, but that's not really the story. The story we're focused on is Lisa and the person that has to contact her. And that is played by Cillian Murphy. His name, get ready for a red flag. Get ready to raise that red flag. Cillian Murphy's name in this movie is Jackson, never Jack, Jackson Ripner. Jackson Ripner. Never Jack.
I
Terrible.
almost thought you said Jackson Rip Nerd.
He's a rip nerd. He's always taking down nerds, and he is a nerd himself. Yeah, so they have like a meet cute at the airport where he backs her up in an awkward situation where she's confronting somebody. And he's like, hey, do you want to have, drinks with me? And she's like, I don't know. And then they end up having drinks. And for the two of them, McAdams and Murphy, they both have really great chemistry. The flirting is great. It's also, their chemistry is also great when this guy turns out to be a crazy person. And this isn't too much of a spoiler. This happens about 15 minutes in. It's actually kind of a cool shift. Like, it's a very smooth shift from charming banter to, oh, BT dubs, I need you to help me kill this dude. And if you don't, I'm going to kill your favorite parent. R.I.P. mom. No, R.I.P. grandmom. Anyway, his dad, it's funny. The dad's played by Brian Cox, who we love. I'm loving it. Brian Cox. And he plays her father, and he's being surveillance. He's not kidnapped. There's just a guy outside of his house, and they're like, we can get him anytime we want, because he's in there watching, quote, the comedy marathon.
Yeah, so he'll be there for a while.
He'll be there at a marathon's length, at least. I thought they reference it a few times. He's like, don't worry about me. I'm just here watching the comedy marathon. That's as specific as at least 3 people that mention it are willing to get. And to the point where I was distracted. I was like, what kind of marathon is he watching? I mean, I know it's a comedy. I know it's funny. The really funny thing is they cut to him later on, and bro is asleep in the chair. So whatever whatever marathon he was watching, it couldn't have been that good. So he's being surveillanced, and it's Brian Cox. We love Brian Cox. He's great. But they're on the plane. They're in the sky, and he needs her to contact the hotel to make the room switcheroo. Uh, and I won't go into the full spoilers, but the tension heats up. Like he is clearly a crazy person, and she's very confused. And there's a lot of like what I was looking forward to when I saw this movie originally, and in my rewatches, is that I was excited to see plane stuff. Because I mean, this movie is billed as like a plane thriller,
Yeah.
just a plain thriller. But like to take advantage of everything you can do on a plane. These people you don't see the pilot once. Like that is very much in their seats, waiting in line for the bathroom, in the bathroom, and that's it. They don't take advantage of everything you can do in a plane. Like it's a lot of close whispering and I mean, they go to the bathroom and she writes something on the bathroom mirror and he sees it before anybody else does. And then he gets right up in her face. There's a lot of personal space violation, like a lot of it, like a lot of him in her space and her like, I don't like that. And I'm bothered by it. But then he headbutts her and I was like, okay. Like I didn't see that
A little
coming.
too close.
Yeah. And I don't know what kind of plane this is, but no one notices. And it's not like I mean, I guess it's a red eye, so a lot of people could be asleep.
Yeah.
But he full on headbutts her while they're sitting next to each other. And then he does like a like lowers her to to a resting position. He like puts a pillow behind her head. But it's great. Anyway, there's a second vicious headbutt in the movie, but that's all I'll say. Really disappointed they didn't take advantage of the plane. And then in the last 25 minutes, they deboard. And it's nonstop madness. Like, there's some running through the airport, which I'm on board with. That's still plane adjacent, so I'm on board with that. But then, you know, it goes back to her dad's. I'm spoiling too much, but I'm not gonna get specific. But like, so much stuff happens outside of the plane, and I was like, oh, this. I don't even care who they are anymore. It's worth pointing out that it's Cillian Murphy. I think I said Cillian earlier, but it's Cillian. It's worth pointing out that Cillian Murphy is not a good bad guy. Like he's acting well, but he's doing a great job performing a person that's not good at their job, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, vicious headbutts aside, I feel like he makes a lot of mistakes. I kept asking myself, like, why is he waiting to do this now? And I mean, they give little half answers, but I mean, this is more of a script problem, maybe, but like the real telling sign that he's not good at his job comes a little bit later on when he does get stabbed in the throat at one point and puts on the fanciest scarf. But like the fact that she was able to get off the plane, you know how hard it is to get off a plane and then to get through an airport without anyone stopping you. But the fact that she was able to do all that and left him in the bathroom with a pan in his neck and then a fancy scarf. I don't know. He just wasn't doing a great job. I love these two though. I love Rachel McAdams, and this was kind of peak for her. Not peak's the wrong word, but this was like everyone was like having Rachel McAdams fever. Like everyone loved her. This is Mean Girls Notebook. Early this summer, she had done The Wedding Crashers. And so this is her doing her first big horror movie and like sort of front and center. So the Rachel McAdams fever was full blown. And Cillian Murphy was coming off of 28 Days Later, just a couple, maybe a year or two earlier. So he was, you know, like a hot ticket too. And even Wes Craven, this was 2005, so it would have been, he did his Screams, and then, he did Cursed earlier this summer too. Maybe this isn't a good.
Not a good Wes Craven either.
Well, yeah, maybe not. Wes Craven, I don't know. There might be like expectations about what a Wes Craven movie should be. This is definitely a cleaner thriller. Like he's not a slasher on a plane. Even at one point he says he's like, I'm not the guy that gets his hands dirty. He's like the middleman, or he's the guy that keeps the girl busy because they're killing, you know, the guy and his family, whatever. So it's not like a typical Wes Craven movie. I know it's kind of a tight thriller. I don't know. I don't love this movie. I don't hate this movie. I wanted more from it, I think.
Yeah. Um, so surprisingly, I have actually watched this movie in the theater,
Hey, all right, yeah.
but, um, like, I would say, like, 95% of what you just mentioned about the movie, I don't remember at all.
It's new information. You're like you're like, "Here's the weird thing. I knew it was a comedy marathon." Yeah, that I mean, that points to how forgettable a lot of it is. Like, how long ago has it been since you've seen it?
I mean, I saw it in theaters, and that was the only time I ever saw it. 20-ish years ago, I watched it. Uh, yeah, because like, I kinda knew that, Cillian Murphy was terrorizing Rachel McAdams on a plane, but I didn't know why.
Oh, sure. Well, now you got all the hot deets.
Yeah. I couldn't, like, but, like, nothing in my memories was pointing to, like, a reason why, like, he was terrorizing her on the plane, and why are they both on the plane together? Completely, like, fuzzy memories about any of that. Didn't know Brian Cox was in it. Um,
Well, it is Brian Cox with a dye job. He's got, like, jet black hair. Um, and he doesn't I don't think he's used the F word once, so it's very strange.
but I was thinking, you mentioned that, Cillian Murphy's character, I keep wanting to call him Rip Nerd, but that's not it.
It
Actually,
is, it's Ripner. Jackson Ripner.
I would say Rip Nerd.
Oh, Rip Nerd. Oh, please do call him Rip Nerd.
Like, you kinda pointed to maybe it was a script problem of, like, him not being quite as competent, I guess,
I don't
as you
know,
wanted
because
him to be.
you don't want him to be too competent because then I don't I don't know. You need your final girl or your heroine to have a chance. Like, you
Mhm.
can't have the bad guy be too good at his job, but I feel like he was making goofy, stupid mistakes all throughout. I mean, he's helping people with their bags and, like, looking over his shoulder as she's, like, writing notes to people, like, "Save me." I don't know. There should be a point of the movie where he's perfect at his job. Like, the first, uh the first half, it should be flawless. And then she takes advantage of, blind spots. Um, I feel like almost right away we're like, "Oh, he's showing us he's crazy too soon. He's making mistakes." I don't know. It was not it's not a great character, but I think he plays the parts of it well. Uh, the charming parts and the crazy parts. He really is kind of demented in this movie.
Yeah. So, as you were kind of explaining the plot, it reminded me of another movie that I have seen recently, and maybe I'll hold on to that, until you give your recommendations.
Well, I can hit you with the recommendations now if you want.
Sure, yeah. Give me your recommendations if somebody's looking to, watch a movie with similar vibes to Red Eye.
Well, I want more plain stuff. I can't be clear enough about that. So, like, right away, Plane. I think of the film Plane, starring Gerard Butler.
Okay. I thought there was going to be, like, I thought you were gonna, like, have a longer sentence there when you said
Nope.
just plain. I
Right.
had to, like, search the recesses of my brain to remember there was a movie called Plane.
Oh, yeah. Um, love Plane. I love Plane. Um,
I
but I
love
think,
Lamp.
like, yeah, I love Lamp. I think for people our age or people that were, like, really watching movies in the '90s, I always think about, like, an Air Force One as a great plane movie, a great, movie that makes use of the plane as a place, as a setting, as a lots of anything can happen. So, like, let's really explore that. Um, so I always go back to that, but also plane,
Plane,
plane.
period.
Yeah.
Alright. So, as you were describing kind of the plot and what happens in Red Eye, um, it's a different setting, but similar, like, I almost wanna call it a bottle episode, even though it's not like a TV episode, but, like, something that takes place in, like, one setting for the majority of the movie, um, and that's Trap.
Ooh, you're very right and also very wrong. I mean, the one setting um in the concert venue, yes, for sure. And they make great use of that. I can't believe he was talking to that uh um what's his name? Jimmy, the sales guy, the vendor. Like, he gets
Oh
so
yeah.
much good info and stuff out of him. I was like, bro, shut up. You're telling him too much. But I love Trap. I'll say that. But there's a second half to Trap that has nothing to do with the bottle area. But you know what? I take back my criticism because that's exactly like this movie, where there's a lot of plane and there's after plane. Oh my God. Can you imagine a sequel to Plane starring Gerard Butler and Mike Coulter called After Plane? There's plane and after plane. No,
I
no,
mean,
I'm an idiot.
plain.
Boat. How much money would you give them if they just made a movie called Boat?
I think that's what they wanted to call Speed 2. Boat.
Fast boat. Oh my God. Train. Automobile. Bike. Gerard Butler is Bike. I would watch all these movies, Hollywood. Listen up. I will watch them all.
Like, I don't know what Plane's about, honestly. Like,
I
I
mean, I don't
don't
want to spoil a plane for you.
spoil a lot of movies in this one episode.
Mostly just plane. I mean, no, mostly just Red Eye. Um, there's a whole end fight in Red Eye. That was somewhat frustrating. She goes looking for a field hockey stick and looks a little too hard. And when she finds it, she's like, got it. Now he's done.
Is is she also like a former field hockey star in Red Eye?
Nope. None of that background was introduced. There was some background introduced about a previous attack, which I thought was pretty good character building, but a little, very like almost too subtle. Like, give us a little more. Not that I want to hear all about people being attacked, but
Yeah.
she
Do you
was
know
she
who
had a little PTSD.
Yeah, do you know who wrote the movie?
Let's look it up. It was Carl Ellsworth and Dan Foos. The
I
writers
don't
also
recognize him either.
behind. Let's see. Oh, so Carl Ellsworth wrote Disturbia, which I love. It's basically a Rear Window update, kind of, with Shia LaBeouf. I like that movie. He wrote Unhinged with Russell Crowe, the road rage movie. You've not
Wow.
seen? Have you seen?
I'm not saying either of those movies.
Oh my God, Russell Crowe is angry at people in this movie. Like, it's unhealthy. Oh, he's attached to write Gremlins 3 too. And Dan Foos, just for fun, let's take a look at his resume. Just Red Eye. They're like, get the hell out.
He's like, "I'm done. I've
Yeah.
I've made it. This is the perfect movie. No need to write another movie."
I've reached the mountaintop, and upon it, I've planted my Red Eye flag. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah. So do you own this on DVD or Blu-ray?
I do not. I remember being disappointed with it at the time. I mean, partially because it's such a cool idea and a cool setting, and the bottle episode sort of idea you were making reference to appeals to me very much. Just kind of like they're trapped, trap, plane, trap and plane, trap plane boat plane. They could have called this. No, Red Eye's a good title. But I was so attracted to the idea, and I loved the stars. I was really excited for this one when it came out, and it didn't hit, so I never bought it.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably for the best.
Oh yeah, I did
I
watch it
mean,
twice this week though, and it's fine. It's okay.
I was gonna say, like, because we're discussing a movie that came out 20 years ago. Both Cillian Murphy and Rachel McAdams have made better movies in that same year, so
For sure. Yeah.
it's better that you own those movies and not this one.
That's true. That's very true.
All right. Um, any closing thoughts on Red Eye?
Thank you for asking. There was one shout out I want to make, not shout out, but there's in a blink and you'll miss it appearance, you'll see Kyle Gardner is in this film as, I think he plays Headphone Guy's friend. He's got like 3 lines of dialogue and like 14 seconds of screen time. But Kyle Gardner is a legit Scream King. Like, bro turns up in movies. He's like horror movie after horror movie. Like he's entrenched in it, and of course he's in our beloved Veronica Mars as God. What was his character? Was it he plays
I know his name.
Weasel? Oh,
No,
is it
you almost
Weave
got it.
Weevil?
No, no, it's an
No.
animal.
Oh, Mongoose?
No,
Is he the Wolverine?
it's
He's
actually a nickname that he gets that he doesn't like.
right, which makes him angry.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
He was Beaver. He was
Beaver. That's
Cassidy Casablancas.
okay. That was his real name, Cassidy Casablancas.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
great. He was Dick Casablancas, his brother.
yeah,
I
because
need
Dick and
to
Beaver
rewatch Veronica Mars.
from Dick and Beaver from
From
something on
pornography?
Nick at Night.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like cannot remember the name of the show now.
I don't want to Google it because I don't like either of those words together. I mean, whatever.
All right, everyone. Have you seen Red Eye? Let us know what you thought in the comments below. What mode of transportation do you want to see made into a movie? Uh, drop us a comment.
Boogie
Um,
board.
and if you like this, give us a like. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. And we'll catch you all in the next one.